Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, today's good. Today's a perfect night to talk about an anime that I saw yesterday. Didn't get a chance because of work. We are now coming back of season 2 of a show that we all love. And yes, this is one of these anime shows that I'm actually looking forward to since I covered it way back. My Dress Up Darling. Yes, our beloved favorite gal is back. Better than ever as one of the best gals. Now go back to My Dress Up Darling for just a bit. Let's rewind the clock back. Marin Kirigawa at the time was best girl of that year. There was nobody in the candle that could hold up Marin Kirigawa. To her fan service, her love for cosplay, her love for anime, she's representing us. Which is why I got these bunny figures for this episode. And anyway, again, Marin Kirigawa was everybody's best girl in the anime. Now, for those of you who don't know My Dress Up Darling, here's how the storyline goes. You got this one guy, Gojo, who makes Hina dolls. And then when he was a kid, a girl told him, ew, dolls is disgusting. Why are you liking dolls or whatnot? Since then, he's been a loner since. He never had that kind of friend to talk about Hina dolls. He was that 1% guy in the class. He's that 1% guy that talks about Hina dolls while you got others talking about the everyday of high school life. Then all of a sudden, back against the head, Kitagawa came in. And Kitagawa and Gojo are two polar opposites. You got one who's energetic, love cosplaying, love anime. The problem is she don't know how to make outfits. Knows the knowledge of shows, of her favorite shows, have a room full of anime like we all have, and so on. And then you got one guy who's so good with his hands that he could make an outfit. So what happened when these two polar opposites coexist? They decide to work together. And Kitagawa is the symbolism of the doll that Gojo makes costumes for Kitagawa. And they posted on photos, and Gojo is a really good guy. There are moments I kind of like, not hate him like that. I mean, he's kind of like Kazuya from Rent the Girlfriend. They both have that similar, like, fidgeting, scared to do this and that. That's what they are. Now, Kitagawa is the reason why we watch My Dress Up Darling. Because Kitagawa, at the time, was best girl. Now, Kitagawa is my second favorite gal of all time. If we're talking about all the gals in anime, she's ranked 2. My number 1 favorite is the gal is from Minami, from the Hokkaido gals, and they're freaking hot. But that's here and there. But anyway, this is dedicated to Marin Kirigawa. And when we talk about My Dress Up Darling, you think of fan service, the whole cosplaying, and all that shit, which is why we got these bunny figures, because this is the episode. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it in season 2 of My Dress Up Darling. Okay, now, the reason I brought these bunny figures up because the theme is bunny girls. You have to go back to every episode of My Dress Up Darling because everything had a theme. Oh, and by the way, Gojo loved Kitagawa and Kitagawa loved Gojo. So Gojo has developed since the beginning. He's now understanding anime. You know how hard it is to find this? You know how hard it is to be in a relationship and trying to get he or she into liking anime? You know how hard that is? Think about it. If you're in a relationship and he or she said, I don't like anime, but then you slowly get into the anime, you slowly talking about like a show that's 12 episodes and call it a night. You want to start things slow. Start things slow to a point where, you know, they understand it. Why you like anime. Why you have these figures. It all explains it to one big hose. Now, the next thing is Gojo watching anime, and he's starting to understand it. Kitagawa and Gojo have their romantic feelings, you know, for one another. Yes, and Kitagawa liked the tease. You know, and Kitagawa wants to dress up as her favorite bunny girl. And yes, there are details of bunny girls. For example, this is why I brought this out. See, look at Sumi Sakurasawa from Rent the Girlfriend. See, this is the definition of a bunny girl. Another bunny girl I want to bring out is Ikumi from Food Wars. Look at her. Look at this. Like, come on. Have you ever, like, come on, man. Yes, these are the definition of the bunny girls. Now, we all love bunny girls, you know. There's plethora of many bunny girls. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone has a Kitagawa bunny figure right now. I'm pretty sure everyone has a Urza Scarlet bunny figure. And I'm pretty sure everyone has a Revi bunny figure. Ryoko, Lucy Harfield, whatever you, or the cast from Kill la Kill, the cast from Miss Kobe Dragon Maid, you name it. We all love characters with bunny girls because they put on that pose that make you say, "Oh my God, they freaking hot." Now I do like the part that, now there were some scenes that's kind of teasing people, like for instance, Kitagawa wants to eat that Chico stick. You know, little Chico sticks where they pop sticks like this, and they kids. Yeah, so she's just toying with Gojo, and we all know Kitagawa likes it. But Kitagawa, here's the thing about Kitagawa. It's like there's nothing hateable about Marin Kitagawa. She's friendly. She's one of those people you want to talk about anime. She loves cosplaying, even though she don't know how to dress it. But she loves characters regardless. Like Kitagawa is like us. We have a collection full of anime. We talk about anime. We love cosplaying, even though I try to cosplay. But still, she's like us. To be honest with you, I think if I was in high school, I would have hanged out with Kitagawa. And I'm pretty sure everyone would have hanged out with her and go out with Kitagawa because she's so that person. She's so that person. And I'm pretty sure everyone wants to go out with Gojo as well. Yes, there's a Gojo in JJK because he's hot and all. But I got a friend of mine who love Gojo and don't like Kitagawa. Let me say this again. I got a friend of mine whose name I will not say likes this show because of Gojo and not Kitagawa. Just saying. But again, it just shows you that Kitagawa is so toy, and the animation never gets old. Plus, we did get to see Kitagawa in amazing outfits as always. And like always, there's come fan service. When Kitagawa was dressing up in her bunny outfit, it's so like, you could tell the fan service is way there, especially when she was banging down and all that. And you see the Gojo reaction. Gojo has that same reaction. He's in that phase where he gets so ecstatic with the photo that he made for her, to a point when the moment he sees Kitagawa in outfits, he gets a little like, dang, stay focused, don't get hard, stay focused. That's who he is. That's what he is. He trying not to get a boner. So every time he see Kitagawa in a sexy outfit that he makes, he thinks like, don't. That's what he does. It's funny. So that's what we're gonna get. With the same Kitagawa Gojo love thing that's going on with these two. You can't help it. These two are like two polar opposites, like all rom-coms, two polar opposites, but when they have one common goal, they're gonna be in love with each other. And that's always been like that since day one. Now they all celebrate Halloween, you know, everyone in their costume, Kitagawa friends, you know, celebrating Halloween at karaoke. And then you got Gojo dressed up in a bunny outfit. Like, come on, guys. Why you make Gojo dress up in a bunny outfit? Also, I did read the manga of My Dress Up Darling. I'm not even going to spoil anything. I'm not even going to spoil it. Understand, guys, there are people who have not read it, but I have, so I'm not going to spoil anything. So I'm only going by the anime logic here. So the guy, you know, he dressed up in a whole bunny outfit. And I'm like, dude, why are you dressing up in a whole bunny outfit? Like, why? Come on. Like, I understand. Like, okay, Gojo, he's not a friendly, you know, Gojo he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I can't think of nothing. Does he get nervous at times around Kitagawa? Yes, I wish he had some backbone. But still, Gojo don't have friends. Kitagawa is the type of person that will make friends in a heartbeat. Gojo, not so much. But Gojo is developing ways to make friends thanks to Kitagawa. And let's be clear. We don't watch My Dress Up Darling because of the fan service, even though fan service is anime. But My Dress Up Darling is just showing you that Kitagawa is the soul of this show. She is the star and soul of this show to give Gojo some confidence, some backbone, something that makes you say, oh my God, Gojo's developing. I mean, look at him. He's watching anime because of Kitagawa. Kitagawa got Gojo into watching anime. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. His hands are good to make costumes. That's the guy. I'm sorry, but I will be friends with Gojo because of that too. I will show him a character I want him make, and have him cosplay for me. Like have him make outfits for me based off the show. And we could watch the show together, and we could just say, let's see, this is the person I want because he's this and that, all that. That's the guy. So it's celebrating Halloween, and he just in a bunny outfit, and you know, the question, going back, his past trauma is still triggering him because when he was a child, the girl told him, childhood friend was like, ew, why are you making these dolls? They creepy. You're playing with dolls and all that stuff, because he's a good artist when it comes to making Hina dolls. So yeah, so it's hard for him to go back. It's hard to go back to the past like that when someone brings up shit like that. But you can see from Kitagawa's friends that they don't care what he does. They just want to know more about it. And that showed you that I know people say in the past is the past, but this shows you that there is some love that everyone has for Gojo at this moment. They just want to see him more. So, and that's that. Not only that, I like her friend saying, "Are you and Kitagawa dating?" Already off the beat. Already. Well, that's how it is. But overall, though, this is one of my shows that I'm gonna talk about in the summer. Rent the Girlfriend Season 2 and My Dress Up Darling Season 2. There's gonna be a plethora of shows to talk about, especially the Yuri anime, which I'm gonna cover. And there's another show I want to cover, Rising of Shield Hero Season 2. Season 2. Right, Season 4 again, my favorite isekai other than Shopless Reincarnation. But still, My Dress Up Darling is back. And we're going to see more antics, more Kitagawa, more fan service as we go. So like all you Kitagawa fans, congrats for another season of this. One of this season's, I won't say this, but like of all the rom-coms, this is like top 3. But we're glad to see one of our rom-coms back. So let's hope we're going to see more Kitagawa, more fan service, and a whole lot of things. And also, like I said before, if you're a guy who loves bunny girls as much as everybody else, go get a bunny girl figure, because you're not missing out a beat. So thank you for watching my review of this show, and I'll see you next week for another episode review of My Dress Up Darling Season 2.